Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Santoshi Reddy. Today I'm going to talk about 5 IT occupations that are highly in demand in Australia and New Zealand. What that means to you. If you are an international student or a young graduate that you have completed a degree in IT, then this is a good opportunity for you to develop your skill set in these professions. And if you are an experienced professional, and this is a good opportunity that you may be highly in demand in Australia and New Zealand, and either you can move to these countries permanently or through a sponsorship work visa. So without any further ado, let's get back into the topic. First one, blockchain professionals. Yes, blockchain professionals are on the rise. Australia has announced 2 pilot programs to develop blockchain based solutions that reduce regulatory compliance burden for businesses. Apart from government initiatives, number of multinational companies such as Sequoia Capital, JP Morgan, LG, Samsung and many other banks investing their research funds to identify the potential benefits of this technology. And on top of this, many startups are working towards developing new products using this technology. Some of the new products that I have heard was NFTs, non-fungible tokens and Web3. And it is estimated that by 2026, the global blockchain market reach USD $34 billion. From this, you can understand how the blockchain is evolving and the demand for the professionals in this field. Australia has already included 2 occupations relating to this technology onto their skilled occupation list. What that means? That means these 2 occupations are highly in demand in Australia. So those are blockchain planner and blockchain strategist. And I was reading an article in 2019 talking about how hard was it for companies to procure a professional who has relevant skill set in this technology. And the companies were willing to pay a premium salary package of up to AUD 300k. So from this you can understand how the demand is going to be for these professionals in the near future. If you are looking to develop skill set in this profession, I have shared some links for you to look at the career pathway to develop skills in this technology. And the second one, Salesforce Professionals. Yes, Salesforce Professionals is another highly sought after occupation that is highly in demand in Australia and New Zealand. As per one of the recruitment agency Talent Hub, it is estimated 79,000 direct and indirect jobs will be created alone in 2022. So you can imagine the demand for these professionals in Australia and New Zealand. And the same recruitment agency said that the companies are reaching out to the international candidates and attracting them by offering the good relocation package. And that was true because one of my YouTube followers recently messaged me saying that he's been headhunted under this occupation to move to New Zealand by offering a good relocation package for him and his family. So from this you can understand how the Salesforce professionals are in demand. Why let develop your skill sets in Salesforce? And the third one, cloud engineers. Yes, cloud engineers is another occupation that is highly in demand because more number of companies are moving from traditional storage to the cloud storage. So that's where the demand for these professionals comes in. So cloud engineers are highly regarded in Australia and New Zealand. The fourth professional, cyber security professionals. Yes, as we all know, the cyber crimes are increasing at an alarm rate. So the demand for cyber security professionals. This is another profession that is highly on demand in Australia and New Zealand, and in fact across the world. And recently I was reading a success story of an international student who were granted a global talent visa. So that means a global talent visa is given only to the 10% of the applications. So for example, the 50,000 visas have been granted for that year from Australia for different categories of visas. Only 10% is being given under global talent visa. So you can imagine how this profession is considered as. And the fifth profession, full stack developers. Yes, full stack developers are the jack of all trades. So they are the people who know the front end applications and also the back end applications, and that is a boon for these professionals, because they are highly regarded by companies. They're highly in demand by the companies because they know the front and the back end of the application. They know the coding to develop softwares, to develop applications, to develop apps. But and at the same time, they know the code, how to manage the data on the servers behind the scenes. So full stack developers are people say that it is an evergreen profession that is highly in demand across the world, and in Australia and New Zealand the same case. So if you develop skill set in any of these IT professions, you are a highly in demand global professional. And the salary packages I would like to talk about is, the salary packages ranges from 90,000 AUD to 120,000 AUD depending on your experience. If you have a managerial experience, that would be more than 120k. If you are leading a team of 10 or 15 or 5, depends on your experience. So it all depends on the company you get hired as well. So if you are working for a multinational company, then the salary package would be on the high end. If you're working for a small company, maybe the salary would be on the lower end of the scale. So this is how these professions are paid in Australia and New Zealand. So if you are looking to migrate to Australia or New Zealand, or if you're an international student, you want to settle down in Australia and New Zealand and get a work sponsorship, and these are the IT professions that you can think of developing your skill set in. Hope you like this information. If you like it, please share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll get back to you with another topic. Until then, bye.